Now, originally I saw this interesting tweet chain on the Arknights subreddit, and I wasn't going to make a video about it. This was just something for me to enjoy on my own because this shit was mad funny. But from the time after I saw it, I have seen YouTube videos about it. I have seen it appear in my timeline on Twitter. I have seen this man get roasted in every social media platform available to the human race, even those that like aren't even used, made by some like scam ass companies. Now, in case you don't know what happened, in case you don't know how somebody on Twitter angered the entire Arknights community, let me explain to you the situation. Let me read on through it real quick. So it starts off with, I take it that's a male enemy design in Genshin Impact, and then somebody was like, oh, so they can make interesting and good diverse character designs, they just choose to leave it for the enemies. Stop playing this damn game and definitely stop giving it your money. The fan services were so obvious back in Inazuma update, to be honest. I literally lost all hope after they revealed how pathetic Ito's 3D model is when it's just a matter of copy pasting from Ronin NPCs. Now, in case you're wondering what the hell they just said, I don't got a damn clue. Didn't play during that shit. Gonna keep it a buck. Zero clue what they're saying, but they're speaking bars, I imagine. The fan service? Bro, it's a gacha game and you expect the don't do fan service. Laugh my ass off. Now see, here's the thing. As we all know, as all of us gacha players know, they appeal to the degenerate crowd really well. But I wouldn't exactly say every gacha game is like that. Just the majority of them. And then they reply, my point is, you can create a unique character while also satisfying what the players need. Arknights is a good example in my opinion. Genshin's design, on the other hand, just feels so lifeless to me. And they use two pictures of Golden Glow and Ayato. Her design looks like shit, just a bunch of random design choices thrown together. Meanwhile, Ayato derives design inspiration from the actual Meiji era of feudal Japan. But sure, lifeless. Immediately we have a problem. Okay, so I'm not gonna like try to white knight here and go like, oh, I'm gonna defend Arknights, an amazing game, because you know, every game has problems. So you know, I feel as though if you have a game that you like, you actually have to acknowledge the problems within it. But this isn't really a problem. Like, okay, just taking Golden Glow's design as an example of trying to find out what's lifeless, you could see the background. That isn't random. You know, you see all this destroyed shit. That's because in the story you find out she can't really control her arts. So all that shit that's destroyed, because she cannot control her arts. You look at how her hair is frilled up due to the electricity. Again, of her arts, you see the nervous expression, thus showing she's pretty fucking nervous. And if you look at the voice lines, oh fuck, is really nervous. Even the puffed up tail as well. So all that goes together to show you personality about the character, and also shows the destructive power she has with her arts. And if you read the story, I mean, that shit's pretty fucking destructive. You look over here to Genshin's design, and I don't really see much from it. Now here's the thing, right? I can't really blame the person for not knowing about Golden Glow's design, because all that shit only makes sense if you know it. You know, if you don't play the game, you can't exactly figure that one out. So I won't really sit here and go like it's lifeless because it tells me nothing, because maybe I don't know anything. But what I can say is, I mean, the drip looks nice. I would cosplay in that. That is some nice drip. But I'm not seeing much of a background. I see he uses water, smiles, so that's pretty good. Most people are depressed nowadays, so smiling is good. Has a mole, and he has good drip. I'm not really seeing much beyond that. There isn't really a background getting painted to show me more about the character. I'm not saying it is lifeless because, again, I don't really know shit about the character, so maybe that little charm right there could fit into his design, but I don't really know. But I would say, if you're going to chat shit about something, then you need to know what you're chatting shit about. Like, again, to take Genshin Impact as an example, I played it at launch. Ever since I stopped playing it, I have chatted mad shit about it. Like, a lot of shit about it. But then I was feeling kind of bad about that. I was like, I haven't played the game for, like, over a year now, but I still chat all of this shit. I was like, maybe I should retry the game just to see if it's better now, if it's different, because I feel as though if you're going to talk shit about something, you need to know what you're talking shit about. And then I went to play the game, and I mean, yeah, my shit talking was justified. That shit was mad boring. Like, somebody made an offer going like, hey, yo, you could have my account if you want. I got like, I don't play it anymore. I got these 2 really strong units on it. And I was like, damn, that offer is mad tempting. By the time I was done the stream, I was like, fuck, I never want to touch this game again. See, I find it's like justifiable for me to chat shit because I played the game and found, wow, that's fucking boring. If you like it, you like it. That's your, preference. I won't exactly go to shit on it. Just for me, it doesn't work. Now, for the other thing they said, derives design inspiration from the actual Meiji era of feudal Japan. but sure, lifeless. I feel as though you just kind of dug a grave for yourself. Or if you're gonna say, oh, this took design inspiration from history, but it's not lifeless, I feel as though you could call it lifeless because it copied design from history. You know, history is the longest story we know about, so I don't really fault many games for copying history, as, you know, there's just so much to pull from it, but I wouldn't exactly call it to be wholly unique on its own and filled with a bunch of life if the design inspiration could be found of drip back in the feudal era of Japan. You know, I wouldn't exactly call it to be unique on its own right. But then this is when they say the big thing, the atomic bomb that just led to their quote retweets actually murdering them. They said, like, the Arknights character design is just blatant hypersexualization for the sake of pandering to horny teenagers. Meanwhile, Ayato has actual thought and inspiration put into it. You really thought this was a good comparison, huh? And as you can see, the man got ratioed into oblivion, actually just banished straight to the Shadow Realm. He got burned like a witch on Salem. This man has been getting annihilated, banished in the quote retweets. Why, you may ask? It's a stupid ass fucking take. Like, it's a stupid take for Twitter. You know, most of the time Twitter is so far removed from actual thought, intelligence, and reason. So you'll see some takes people go like, oh yeah, go King, yeah, you say that. And it's actually just some dumb shit, because it's Twitter, you know, what they feel to be normal is different from reality. But even for Twitter, this was fucking stupid. So this man has been getting absolutely fucking eviscerated. And the main reason as to why is because if you look at the quote retweets, I wouldn't exactly call fucking Arknights to be hypersexualized, you know? Like, as many people have been pointing out, that's an astrologer in Arknights. That's it in Genshin. The astrologer in Genshin could probably also double as a hooker. That's just the base comparison of it. Like, it is what it is. The man brought himself into his own trap. And that's why I'm saying, if you're gonna chat shit about something, you need to look into it. There are Arknights designs that are hypersexualized, main one being like Utage. There ain't no defending that. Like, straight up, there ain't nothing you could do to defend that at all. Another one would be like neural swimsuit skin and shit like that. So if you looked at that and went, oh yeah, it's hypersexualized, you would have a point. But if you call all character design in hypersexualization for the sake of pandering to horny teenagers, then motherfucker, you're wrong. The horniest skin we have in Arknights is the one about Broca. That shit is godlike, don't get me wrong. That shit's hot as hell. But also, it's about a fucking man in his gigantic sweaty ass abs. So if you're gonna chat shit about something, you need to look into it. Especially when this man has brought himself completely and 100% open to getting his ass beat in the quote retweets. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this because it was hilarious, and it turns out it actually was like a huge thing. When I first saw it, I was like, yeah bro, it's like one person's opinion on Twitter. It's Twitter, who gives a damn? But yeah, this man has been getting absolutely eviscerated. But on that same note, just because they're getting eviscerated, don't harass them. If you're thinking of it, that's a bitch move. Just never message somebody on Twitter going like, fuck you. I think you can message people on Twitter. I think there's like DMs, or I don't fucking use this platform. But don't harass them at all. If you want to point at the hypocrisy, then yeah, that just makes sense. Like, if you do it in a respectful manner. But don't go like, oh, you made fun of my favorite game? Fuck you. Yeah, I'm gonna say all this. Just don't. Just be chill. It's a bitch move to do stuff like that. Just relax. And on that note, let people enjoy what they enjoy. If you're gonna have opinions on something that you don't like, of course, you could have them. But make sure they're informed opinions. Don't call a game to be hypersexualized when the game you play is hypersexualized on main. And also, don't say hypersexualization in a negative manner when all you retweet on Twitter is basically softcore hentai. Because I feel as though that's maybe a bit hypocritical.